Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jerry. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna look into the big picture of picking up items from Craigslist or any other app out there. Um, it's raining a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just lightly raining. Over there, that's my neighbor. He threw out two fans yesterday, and I picked them up. So ceiling fans. So let's go in my room and I can show you some numbers. Yesterday this guy was giving up a treadmill, refrigerator, and a ceiling fan, and he was, kind of late, like around 8:30, 9 around there. I told him that I will pick up the items, but I changed my mind, and you'll see why. So let's go check it out. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, whenever I go pick up, fridges and bunch of items, I take my seats out and I just put them like right there. And if I did that last night, they were gonna get wet. Last night was a beautiful day, probably was like 60 degrees and no rain. But during the night, started raining. So let's go inside now. Let's make magic and Alrighty, my magic did work, so now we're in my room. Um, Probably you're not going to be able to read the text because this is like a little sorry camera, and I need to use my phone so I can show you this. But basically, I found a treadmill and I text a guy and I say I will take that treadmill and other metals you have, and he's like, if you can come today because someone else is coming tomorrow, no holds. So I say, what else you have besides the treadmill? If you have several things, I might go. And then he says, I have a refrigerator and a ceiling fan. And then I said, that's only 15 bucks in scrap. It's late right now because it was like around 8:39, and I said, I will talk to you tomorrow if that guy hasn't picked up the items, and I will for sure go for them. And then he said, okay. And then this morning he texts me and he says, I have sold the free treadmill, thank you. And I said, cool. He took all the items, the refrigerator and the ceiling fan, and then he said, yes, he did. I said, cool, thanks. The $15, it was just a calculation that I did, um, but the numbers are gonna change a little bit. So let's see the numbers over here. Let's turn off my phone, and here's the numbers. So the fridge is 150 pounds times 4 cents, that equals to $6. The treadmill, it's 200 pounds times 4 cents, that's $8. And the ceiling fan, 20 pounds times whatever, if you want to trash it like that or break it down to get the copper. Me personally, I will take the copper out, so I'll calculate it to $4. In total, you will get 18. Now let's talk about how far he was. So in gas, he was like 20 miles away from me times 0.17, so 17 cents a mile. That equals to 3.4, and times 2 round trip is gonna be 6.8. And my time is gonna be 40 minutes driving back and forth plus loading another 20 minutes. So that equals an hour going to the scrap yard and breaking the ceiling fan, a total of 1 hour and a half, So driving to the scrap yard 5 miles times 0.17, that's going to equal 85 cents times 2, that's $1.07. So if we add the 6.8 and 1.7, that equals to 8.5. And you know, we will see how much the profit is, and it's $9.50. Like I said, it was beautiful night yesterday, but if I went and took out my seats and everything, you know, they were gonna get wet, and for $9.50, I don't think so, you know. So me personally, I didn't go because, you know, it was late and it was gonna be too much work. So I was gonna make $9.50 for an hour and a half, which I calculated, and you know, it was not worth it to me. Maybe he had more stuff that I will make more profit, probably yes. And if I had a trailer or a bigger vehicle, then yes. But in this case, you know, it was not a good move. And I just want you to calculate all your stuff before going and pick up items from, you know, people that call you from Craigslist or other apps. So do your math before even going, because at the beginning when I started scrapping, I would see a fridge or whatever, and I would just drive. It didn't matter how far. And then I started learning, hey, a fridge is only 150 pounds, so, you know, times whatever it is, you know, that'll give me this amount. Like in this case, 0.04, and that equals $6. So as you go, you start learning how much an item costs, and then you start seeing if your gas and your time is worth it. So this is Scrap 101, and since I've been doing this for a while now, I have learned to calculate before even going to a place. So anyways, guys, I just wanted you to see the big picture instead of like seeing a treadmill, a refrigerator, and a ceiling fan. You would think, oh man, that's a good money. But check it out, $9.50. It's not bad, but I had to do a lot of work, a lot of driving, and it was, you know, it's raining today, so my seats were gonna get wet, so not worth it. Alright guys, if you're new, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'm gonna be making more videos later on, so stay tuned for them, and you have a good day now.